What can you do when your Pinterest views are simply dropping? How can you make sure that you're doing everything that you possibly can to either maintain your Pinterest views or to increase them? If you're watching this video, you're probably wondering what is going on with your account right now. To be honest, this is a question that I get asked all the time, but more specifically, there is a time of the year where we naturally see Pinterest views dropping. And actually, though these dropping views, doesn't only happen on Pinterest, but it happens across social media, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, even YouTube. But let's talk about this. First, my name is Tereza Toledo, Pinterest marketing expert. You can learn all about me, what I do, how you can do it for yourself. Right here below, there is also a free guide that you can get that will help you get started with Pinterest. Make sure to like this video, share and subscribe to my channel so you can learn all about Pinterest marketing. So it feels for me like I've recorded this video before, and actually I did, and it was pretty similar, and the reasons and the answers are also very similar. The reason is, for the past almost 7 years that I've been working with Pinterest, I see this every single year. There is a time of the year that we started seeing less views, less people on Pinterest. Well, first, I do have a sort of a theory that kind of explains it in a way. I believe that in a certain given time, there is a certain amount of views that we can have on Pinterest depending on the volume of people using the platform at the same time that people are spending on the platform, and the volume of new people coming into the platform. It's almost like we have a specific number of views that we can achieve at a certain given time. That's not to say that it's limited and we cannot have more views. No, but the number of, let's say, space within the platform is somehow limited and will vary according to how long people are spending on the platform and how many people are using the platform at the same time. Now, to make things a little bit trickier, depending on the time of the year, if more businesses are advertising on Pinterest, are running ads, promoted pins, we are also going to have a little bit of a decrease in the views that we can have towards our organic content. And also, don't forget, Pinterest is seasonal. People are searching for different things at different times of the year. So it can be that we are on a certain season of Pinterest where people are using Pinterest more, spending more time on Pinterest. However, they may not be searching for what you are sharing in terms of content. So you need to have that on the back of your mind. Now, before you give up, by the end of this video, you are going to have actionable steps and things that you can do to keep going, to continue, growing your account, or at least keeping it stable without, going crazy. Now, even though Pinterest is a platform with users all across the world in all time zones, we usually kind of rely on Pinterest users who are in the US, in Canada, also in Europe. Those are huge Pinterest markets. We are seeing a lot of influx of people from Australia and South America, especially Brazil. However, because we are relying on Northern Hemisphere, there is one thing that happens in this time of the year when we start seeing the lower views. The weather gets better. Once we go towards spring, towards summer, it is a natural thing that people, whatever they are, they start spending more time outside. They start spending less time inside. They start spending less time scrolling, searching up on the internet. And that is definitely gonna affect how much time they're spending on Pinterest, how much time they're spending on social media, how much time they're even creating content. Historically, we know that people on Pinterest click less, take less action towards going after what they're searching for in the warmer months. In the warmer months, usually we see people searching still, but saving for later. Throughout spring and summer, of course, people are still searching, but we see people already searching for fall and for winter content. Don't forget, we have a lot going on in fall, a lot going on in winter. Those two seasons are way stronger in terms of people searching for content within Pinterest than spring and summer. So it is totally natural that during the summer, people are not spending as much time, people are not taking much action, maybe they're even clicking a little bit less. However, they are still searching, they are still saving content to use later on during the cooler months. But don't worry, even though those views are a little bit lower in the warmer months, they will come back. They will come back during the cooler weather. And you should not stop nurturing your account. You should not stop creating content just because you are not seeing immediate results. Just because you are feeling a little bit upset because your views are not all that, because you are not getting that much website traffic from Pinterest at this time. It is important to continue pumping your content, to continue nurturing, because then by the time people are back to Pinterest, people are spending more time within Pinterest, your content is already there, your content is already indexed by Pinterest, seasoned, and showing up on search. Now let's talk about 4 things that you should be doing right now during the warmer months, during this time where you are not seeing as many views. Number 1, you should continue creating content. I just told you why. The reason is we want to be consistent with the content we are pushing to Pinterest. If you want to win on Pinterest organically, it's very important this consistency that you are creating content. Now, it's okay to decrease the volume of content a little bit. Instead of, let's say, pushing out 5 pins a day, drop it down to 3 pins a day, maybe 2 pins a day. You can check out my Pinterest lazy pinning strategy, and very low effort, very low maintenance that will help you continue growing, will help you still have a good presence that will pretty much prime your account for when you're ready to put in more content. And of course, it's gonna bloom just because of this effort. Remember, Pinterest, it's a game of patience. It's a game of consistency. The accounts that have the best results, the merchants, the creators that get the most out of Pinterest are those that continuously create content, that are not just there for a certain time of the year. They are always pushing content out. Number 2, spend some time optimizing, cleaning up your account, clean up your Pinterest boards. Take time to do a deep dive. A lot of times in the busier months, we are pushing out content. We are not really looking into what we are doing. We are not making sure that our boards have the proper titles, the proper keywords. I do this mistake myself. Sometimes I will go in, create a new board for new pins, and put the title and forget to put an optimized keyword description. So now it's a good time to go back, take a look at your account, review your keywords if you need, research your keywords. A lot of times your keywords may need an update because maybe you are offering content that doesn't have the same keywords that you had before, or sometimes the way people are searching for keywords changed a little bit, and there are new keywords that are relevant to your niche, to your content, to your products that you could be using right now that could be helping you with Pinterest SEO. Make sure to get those keywords, optimize your profile, review your account name. Sometimes we forget to add some keywords right there. It's very important to have a few keywords, in your account name. Check your account description. Pinterest is letting us have a longer bio in this description part. Pinterest is giving us more characters. Before we had less than 200 characters. Now we have about 500 characters. Of course, you don't have to make something super long. However, you can utilize that space to tell your person and to tell Pinterest a little bit more of what it is that your account is about. What problems do you solve? What can people expect from following you on Pinterest? Then next step, boards cleanup. I still have to create a full video on board cleanup, but pretty much what I mean by it, go ahead, take a look at your boards. Do you have boards that are not relevant to your niche, not relevant to your brand? Sometimes we want to save something and we end up saving to our business account, and that content is not relevant to our person. So go ahead and turn those boards secret. You don't have to delete them. Turn boards that don't make sense to your person secret. And then the ones that make sense, go ahead, review their titles. Do they have enough keywords? Are they specific? Check their descriptions. Do you have a fully keyworded description for every single board? And by fully keyworded, I don't mean just copy and paste the keywords that you found and make everything looking the same with the same keywords. No. Use that space to tell the person what it is that they can expect from you on that board. What kind of content, what kind of solutions, what kind of ideas can they find on each and every board. Number 3, go and do a deep dive into your analytics. Go ahead, check your Pinterest analytics. See who is engaging with your account, who is following you. Take a look at the audience that is favoring your content on Pinterest. Does this audience align with your ideal customer? Are there interests that your audience on Pinterest have that you could be creating content for? Also, take a look on the pins that have been performing the best, pins that have the most saves, the most impressions, the most link clicks. And obviously, if you're selling on your website and your tag is properly set up, you will also be able to see which pins are giving you conversions, which pins are helping you sell. So spend some time, take a little deep dive, pretty much self-audit your account from your analytics and from the point of view. What kind of images perform best? What kind of videos did people like the most? Which boards have the most engagement? So all of those things together will give you pretty much an overview of what has been working with your account, what hasn't been working. So it is a great opportunity to review everything, to come up with new ideas. Now, number 4, sometimes you forget to do that because it is a little painful in a way. It's hard to see what other people are doing, and I don't want you to do this just so you can have FOMO, but my goal is for you to see what is your competitor doing, what are other people creating, what kind of content are they creating, how do their pins look like, what keywords are they using, how do their profiles look like, people who have a similar niche, similar product, who are your competitors. Check out what are they doing on Pinterest. Sometimes you will realize that you're doing a better job than they're doing, and kudos if that's the case. However, that doesn't mean you should just relax and stop improving. But a lot of times they may be having better results with you, and since you already did this audit on your account, since you already know what your audience is liking or not liking on Pinterest, when you see their account, you are gonna have a lot of ideas on things that you can improve. I am not telling to go and copy your competitor, no. However, when you see what is it that your competitors are doing in Pinterest and what is working for them, you could do it better. You could take those ideas, get inspired by them, implement and improve so you can get better results. Now, when you do this, I know this is not always an easy task because we always have that fear of missing out when we see what other people are doing. But this is a very important step to do. Make a list of your 3 to 5 top competitors and go research them. If they are not using Pinterest, it's it's okay, it's better for you. If they are using Pinterest, just take a look at what they're doing and see how you can do it better. And last but not least, number 5, if you're just so disheartened, if you're just so upset at seeing lower views, take a break. Yes, I mean it. Take a break, relax, enjoy the nice weather. Like I said, use my lazy Pinterest pinning strategy. Just have a little bit of content, a few pins being dripped to your account every single day, and take this time to refresh, renew yourself, to absorb new ideas, to relax, to have family time, and get ready for the busier months that are sure gonna come once the weather starts cooling a little bit and once kids go back to school. This time away will for sure pretty much boost your creative juices and help you come back more excited about Pinterest, more excited for your business, more excited about creating content. Now, make sure to watch my next video and subscribe to my channel to learn more about Pinterest marketing.